Happy Sunday, guys. It's your boy Stas here. Cheers, by the way. Welcome back to another video. We're going to break down Sofi in this one, go over the charts, how we're looking heading into this week, and I want to go over some other stocks later in the video and kind of see how the indexes are setting up right now. As I'm sure you all know, we're coming off of a pretty bad red day on Friday. So again, we're going to break down Sofi, how we're setting up right now, my plan overall for this week. But first, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the email stock newsletter, guys. It's free. And if you want to keep up with my portfolio, be a part of the Discord chat. That is on Patreon, linked down below. No pressure, obviously, guys, but it's there if you want to join. And with that being said, cheers again. Let me clear my throat. And let's dive into the video, guys. So we are coming off of a 6% red day for Sofi stock on Friday. Not a great day at all. In fact, at one point, we were down, I think, like 10%. Yeah, if I zoom in here, we can see on Thursday, we closed at $22.55. We got all the way down to $20.60. We were down at one point 8.7%, almost 9% on Friday. And then we saw a bit of a recovery rally, right? You can see here, we opened up at 21.75. Keep that number in mind. We dumped down again to 20.60. We then filled the gap back to 21.75. You see that right here. This is on Friday. And then we failed to break out. We failed to retake that opening price from Friday. The bulls failed to do that, right? So then we ended up, selling off for the rest of the day. We got, again, rejected at 21.75, sold off to, 21.23 at close. And in the aftermarket, we were down another 8 to 10 cents. So this got down to, $21.15 in the aftermarket. So, yes, Sofi did not have a great day, guys, on Friday. We all know that. And this is not because of their earnings, not because the earnings were bad. They were very good. The numbers were strong. They crushed it. Guidance was good. Record numbers pretty much all across the board. It's because of the share offering, diluting shareholders. This is what it does, guys, to a stock. It really brings the stock down in the short term. That's what we get. And from a shareholder's perspective, yeah, I bet a lot of shareholders are mad. I mean, I'm not personally. I kind of get why the management team is doing this. It makes sense coming from somebody that has owned the stock or that's been watching it from like the low single digits, right? It makes sense, especially now that we've gone up a lot. It went from $8 to $25. It makes sense from their perspective to raise some money, throw some more shares out there, 1.5 billion. I forgot how many shares. I think it was like 70 million. I forget the exact number of shares. But yeah, it kind of makes sense. And that's what they did. And they knew, I mean, come on. Everyone knows when you do a public offering, the stock gets hammered after that. And I think they sold the shares at like $20, something like that. I forget the exact number. But we'll see, man. We're at a big support right now on Sofi on the 4-hour chart. You can see we're now at the 180 moving average. And we're also testing $21, which if I pop up the 1-hour chart, this has been where we've seen support. If I draw this out, you can see right here, we have seen support at about $20.50, $21 over the last about month, 3 weeks to 4 weeks. So that's a spot that you got to watch on Sofi in the short term here. This week, really, that's the main spot I'm watching for. If that breaks, big if, but if it does, $20.50, $20, we break under there, we might be slipping. Realistically, if I draw this line out right here, I think this could be a nice target for the stock, $18.30. That's where we held back in the beginning of this year, or not held, but that's where we peaked out at. That was the high at that time, not the all-time high, but it was a multi-month high at that time. Might have been a multi-year high actually, but yeah, SoFi hit $18. That's where I think we'll find support if we break under $20. We'll see though. We'll see. I don't know. Nobody knows. That's the thing, guys. You got to do your own research. you got to do your own analysis and kind of figure out where you think it's going to go on the charts, where your head's at. And, yeah, the reality is, man, we're trading sideways still on this 1 hour. We're testing the bottom of this channel. Looks like it's holding right now. And again, if it breaks, boom, we fill the gap right down to what? $18.30, 40 cents, 18, 18.50 in that range. That's where this thing's probably going, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's the quick rundown here on SoFi heading into this week. And I mean, it kind of looks like, again, we had a bad red day on Friday. It almost looks like we're setting up for a rebound this upcoming week, potentially, especially if we look here at SPY. I mean, look, this thing got crushed 20 points in about a day or two, right? Big dump off. And if we pull up the 4-hour chart, it actually is pretty oversold, according to the RSI here. SPY is, and we're right at the 180 SMA. Uptrend is holding. This could easily be a spot where we get that rebound, in my humble opinion, on SPY. And, you know, QQQ as well. At least a short-term bounce. I think it's coming this week. Or maybe it's next week. I don't know. But, yeah, QQQ, super oversold, right around the 180 moving average on this 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I think we're at a prime spot for a rebound. And if that happens, guys, the overall market rebounds, going back to SoFi, maybe this thing starts to bounce as well. As crazy as that sounds, I don't know. So I mean, SoFi is a little bit of a different beast. It's not a small company, but it could be moving on its own. You know, kind of independent from the market on certain days, depending on news, right? And now that we got this offering, who knows? It might go down more, even if the markets go up. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. But either way, man, watch out for this stuff. Watch out for the indexes. I think we could be setting up for a little rebound this week. In fact, I think the crypto market is not fully rebounding, but I think it's kind of flattening out. I was looking at it earlier this morning. I was looking at what's it called? Bitcoin, Ethereum, a couple of those. And, you know, that's obviously cryptos all the time, 24/7. That's a good thing about crypto because you can kind of gauge and see what that market's looking like over the weekend. Excuse me, guys. So if we're seeing crypto rebound aggressively or kind of flatten out a bit, that might signal, okay, maybe stocks start to rebound a bit on Monday. Not always, obviously. That's not always an indicator like, oh, crypto's up over the weekend, stocks are going to rip now. Not always, guys, but it's something I look at, I don't know, for fun, really. And, yeah, you know, it's rebounding a bit. I think Bitcoin got down to like 112.5, and now it's at 114.5, so it's up around $2,000. Ethereum's up a little bit. Nothing crazy, obviously, but we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't want to keep you too long in this video. We went over SoFi, kind of broke down the indexes here very quickly. I was going to go over some other stocks, but I kind of ran a little too long on this video. So I'm going to make another video later where we're going to go over a bunch of stocks, all of them reporting earnings this week. And you might think, oh, big tech reported, I'm not paying attention anymore. Wrong. Don't do that because we have a lot of companies this week that you need to watch. And we're going to break them down later in this video. So, guys, subscribe, hit the like button, and, of course, join the email stock newsletter. It's free. Check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio, be a part of the Discord chat. All that is linked down below, and we're investing thousands of dollars a month in that portfolio, and it's doing well. Check it out. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.